Good morning. Welcome to A Life Worth Living. I'm Frederick Groth, and I believe that God has a plan and purpose for everyone. And I have a message of hope and truth to show you a life worth living. Well, today is a holiday, but that doesn't mean that we don't have anything to do. So, we're up bright and early as usual, and getting right into the video as usual. Exodus 39. So much in this chapter because it talks a lot about the dress and the clothing of the high priest, and there's a lot of application there. But I want to talk about something that is mentioned at the end of the chapter, and that is basically a paraphrase statement from the chapter that says, they made the tabernacle the way God asked them to. Now that's important because we're applying these truths to personal development and success. And there is a pattern. There is a way. There is, a step-by-step plan, if you will, if I can say it that way, to success. We believe that sometimes that people just fall into success. It just happens. I know a business owner who got a great contract and made a lot of money on the contract, but he had to spend a lot of money to get the certification, and he had to put a lot of training and a lot of time in upgrading his company so he could get that contract. And it paid off in the end, but there was some steps, there was some processes, there's a lot of things that he had to go through that nobody else knows about, or very few people know about, in order to get the benefit. And if you want to succeed in life, there is a pattern. Just as they had to follow the blueprint that God gave Moses in building the tabernacle. They had to follow the foundation, the walls, the coverings, the walls around the courtyard. Everything had a plan, a purpose, and a reason. The colors in the tapestries, the colors that were used throughout, they had meaning, they had purpose. Everything, even the clothing of the priests and the high priest, had a purpose and had a meaning. And if you want success in life, there are some things you need to develop in yourself. And the first thing that needs to be developed is you. Number one, your self-awareness. And number two, your personal development or self-development. And then, when you figure out who you are, your strengths, your weaknesses, your purpose in life, then you can develop the skills to accomplish those things. And there's a process. It doesn't just happen. There's no magic formula. There's no overnight success things. And you can say, well, this person had overnight success and this one. You know what? They didn't. They've worked for countless hours in the back through many different projects, through many different businesses, and finally all of that work accumulated and culminated into that quote-unquote overnight success. There's no overnight successes. Okay? So just get that out of your mind. There's a process, and it works together. This goes with this, and that goes with that. And it builds, and it builds, and it builds. I've been on a journey for the past 3 years in my own personal development. And I can tell you that I can basically measure everything that has happened in the past 3 years. The more that I grow, the greater things happen. It doesn't happen overnight, and it doesn't happen quickly. But I can see the difference in the past 3 years. I can see it. Looking back, I can look down the road and I can say, wow, I've come a long way. And I was a great guy before. But seriously though, we've got to follow the pattern. And so on this holiday, enjoy the day, but I want you to keep something in the back of your mind, and that is, am I following the pattern? Am I doing the personal development stuff? Am I self-aware of who I really am? And when we get all that figured out, then the journey actually just begins. Have a great day, and it's time to get up and go and live a life worth living. God bless you.